Alrighty, folks. Thank you for joining me. I am Mila, the Mindset Coach. This is the Sabotage Files, and today this is the final episode of part one of this series. I'm breaking this series down into two parts. So, this is the end of the first part, and then I'm going to break away to do season two of the messy middle. When season two of the messy middle begins or ends, then I will pick up part two of the sabotage files. Okay? So, with all of that being said, this episode is about money mismanagement, the financial form of self sabotage. Okay? Money doesn't just reveal your habits, it exposes your patterns. And if self sabotage shows up anywhere, it shows up in the way we earn, spend, save, and avoid money. So let's talk about money. Self sabotage doesn't only show up in relationships or personal goals, it shows up in your bank account. And it's not always about how much money you have, it's about how you handle it. So, what does money mismanagement look like as it pertains to self sabotage? It looks like a few things. It looks like getting a raise, then spending more than you earn, avoiding opening bills because it stresses you out, lending money to people when you don't even have enough for yourself, never saving in when you even when you could, and telling yourself, I'll get it together when I make more money. On the surface, it looks like bad money habits. But deeper down, money mismanagement is often self sabotage in financial form. So, where does money mismanagement actually come from? Comes from a few places, of course. One, fear of responsibility. If I manage my money well, I can't play the victim of being broke. Scarcity mindset, believing money will always run out, so you spend fast or cling too tightly. Identity conflict, if no one in your family had financial stability, thriving might feel like betrayal. And lastly, emotional spending, using money to numb stress, loneliness, or guilt. And a lot of us are guilty of that, myself included. So, story time. I knew someone who made six figures, but was always broke. Not because she didn't earn enough, but because every time she got a bonus, she quote unquote treated herself until it was all gone. Underneath, she didn't believe she deserved the stability. Chaos with money felt more familiar than peace. That's the thing. Money habits are rarely about math. They're about mindset. So, what is the cost of money mismanagement? There's a pun for you. Living in constant stress, even when your income grows, never building a safety net because you sabotage before you can, staying stuck in survival mode instead of building options for yourself, and reinforcing the belief that you can't be trusted with abundance. A lot of times we pray to God asking for him to bless us abundantly, but once we get that abundance, we don't know how to handle it and we can't be trusted with it, right? So, how do we shift that mindset? Here are some strategies. Face your numbers. Avoidance is sabotage. Open the bills, check your account. Awareness is step one. 2, name your triggers. Do you spend when you're stressed, when you're lonely, when you're celebrating? Knowing your why is key. Number 3, create rules that protect you from yourself. Automatic savings, separate accounts, cash only categories. Build systems that make sabotage harder. 4, redefine what money means. Stop seeing it as survival alone. Money is choice, it's freedom, it's peace of mind. And number 5, start small. Don't overhaul everything at once. Begin with one consistent change, like saving $10 a week, just to prove to yourself that you can. Okay, so here's some reflection for you. Ask yourself, what's the money pattern I already know is sabotaging me? Is it overspending? Is it avoidance, lending, or never saving? Write it down, then ask, what's one small shift I can make this week to prove to myself that I can handle money differently? Money mismanagement is self sabotage dressed up as normal life. But every dollar is a decision. And when you manage money with intention, you're telling yourself, I trust me. So, this, as I said earlier, as I started with, this closes part 1 of the Sabotage Files. We're taking a break for the holidays and also to get back into the messy middle. So, part 2 of the Sabotage Files will pick up after that. And we will get into even more ways that we sabotage ourselves and how to break free. All right. So make sure you subscribe so you're ready when we come back. Share, like, comment. I just said subscribe, do all the things. And stay tuned for season 2 of The Messy Middle. And I hope to talk to you guys soon. All right. Take care. Happy holidays.